done it before?
I've had several cars, not at this location.
Okay.
15 years ago, he did one for me in Deering.
Oh, wow, yeah, that was a ways back.
Tiny barn.
Yeah.
The barn was probably this wide.
Yeah, just about, yeah.
There was enough room to get between the car and the wall.
Yeah.
That's right.
No problem with
yeah,
that.
exactly.
So when was the first time you came in?
Well, when did you guys start opening? When did you open up back in the old shop?
Probably,
I mean,
I'd say probably back in
2012.
2012.
It was just
yeah.
about then.
Wow.
I think you had just
Wow,
started.
you're going about
Because you lived there, wasn't it at your house?
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jeez.
and somebody had told me about you, and
Yeah.
I
We
read
still
a
have
lot
quite a
about
few
you.
coming in from Deering.
Yeah.
Yeah, still have quite a few.
But,
And then we were in that shop in Concord too.
well, that was the other. That was the second place I had it done. But yeah, that's the old gal.
Now, was that
Yeah.
the first one you brought in?
Yeah, yeah. We've had a couple.
What is
others.
this?
This
This
is
is
a
a-
2004 Dodge Dakota.
Wow. You
Yeah.
still have this one?
Yeah, that's the one that the guy told me or asked me if I had it repainted because he couldn't believe
Because
it
it
was
looked so
original.
good.
Yeah, because it was
Wow.
original paint
So
on
he
it.
thought that you had it repainted.
Yep.
Why? Because there was no rust on
Yep,
it?
exactly. That's why I say it could be a poster child for you.
Well, were you bringing that Silverado that you've had here, you brought to Deering tomorrow?
Hello.
Is that what you
Hi,
said?
how are you? Good. Silverado tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay. And so what's this vehicle that you're bringing now? Has that been?
It's my daughter's Sentra.
Oh, okay.
It was here before.
All right, all right.
And your Silverado, how long have we been doing that?
Since 2013, I bought it.
Wow, since Deering.
Yeah. Yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah. 2013.
We
I
started in 12.
started in 12. I came
11,
in,
12.
I think I took my Durango up there, but it was too far gone. It was too much rust. Couldn't save it. And then you start doing the Silverado.
And that was new.
Silverado's brand new.
And how does it look?
It looks brand new.
So when you come in, when is it?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I videotape it and document it for
Nope.
like a YouTube thing?
Sure.
We actually, it's funny, we had, I said, you know, we do this, okay? And I asked permission, we don't, want to use it, but we've had a slew of Deering customers
Oh, yeah?
that still come in, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And I know a lot of them have, but it was like in the past 2 days, I mean, I got Deering, which is wonderful, and I'm humbled by it, and I really appreciate you coming in and patronizing us. And obviously the product works, and that's why you do it, you know?
Right.
Yeah, but that's wonderful, yeah. So, a lot of people still don't know about how they can be proactive.
Yes.
And I learned it because the farmers used to use the used motor oil.
Yeah. Oh,
and-
yeah. Chain oil.
Yep. And actually, there was a guy who did that, and I sprayed it the first year. I was like, I don't want to do this again. And there's a guy actually right here in Loudon, and he still sprays chain oil. And I had called him up and said, hey, can I get in, have you do it? Call me next year. Okay, I'll call you next year. Call him next year. Like, I can't take on any new customers. Okay. So we said, let's do it ourselves, And we justified putting the lift in the shop by saying, okay, because my son was interested. And I said, okay, so we'll offer it to friends and neighbors. And then before you know it, like people were showing up from driving from Boston. And you can't get to that place
No,
with a
it's not
GPS.
easy. Right, right.
Dirt road in the middle of nowhere.
Oh,
I was flushing people out of the woods all day long, but I'd say, like, how did you hear about me? And it just spread like wildfire. And
You didn't even take appointments. You go to me and you say, yeah, just come on up.
Yep.
And I said, okay. I just drove up and you had nobody in there at that moment and you said,
right.
pull it in.
And it's funny. Yeah. So interestingly, he hasn't come in every single year. Last one was 2022, and who knows when the first one was put on. Which is kind of cool. I mean, it's
Right.
yeah, it's grown a lot because it's such a big problem. You solve a problem, you have a business.
Yep.
You solve a big problem, it's a big business.
I was telling your son that you guys should talk to the DOT about spraying the bridges. The fact that the product that you have, I mean, you walk by and you see the rust just
That's
all
interesting.
over the place, and I'm like going,
Yep.
his product would probably save them.
It would, but so the challenge has been regulatory, okay?
yeah.
But guess what? we developed a product exactly for bridges.
Joe told me the vegetable oil one.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yep. It actually passed EPA testing, so you can put it in aquatic life. So the test is they put it in with minnows and shrimp and whatever.
Oh, wow.
No toxic release. And we have New York is using it to do temporary repairs on bridges underwater.
Oh, wow.
And they were dredging off the coast of New Jersey, and the contractor was working with the Army Corps of Engineers, and he wanted to cover his boom, and that was the only product that they would allow.
Okay.
So we did make one for that. The problem is,
headways, yeah.
it's
You're making headway.
but where there's regulatory constraints, like some of New York and all these, there's because we're bidding out a contract right now for New York, and like 6,000 vehicles. But when they're under those regulatory constraints, they have no alternative. There's really no other product out there. And you know what? The cool thing is, a lot of these green products, they just make you feel good,
Yep.
but they're ineffective.
Yep.
This outperforms all of our products. I mean, it really does. But the hard sell is the price.
All right, but you have to look at how much work is going to have to be done to these bridges and stuff. If they don't do it, they could save them, years of possible
That's actually
maintenance.
that's very easily rationalized,
Yeah.
because it's rate of return
Yeah.
on the value there. It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
And even if we don't have the statistics, they know what it costs what is costing them to do nothing.
Levi's and
Yeah.
like Walmart shit, so.
What do you think of this, huh?
Oh my god, it's all covered.
2013. I don't think he's come in every single year. I think he's come in like every other year.
Yeah,
Okay. But look at it. I mean, it's black. Right there. I mean,
still black.
and the Chevy, factory wax has all stayed intact. So why does the guy come back to us every year? Because it works. That's why. Here's the end result of being diligent with your oil-based rust proofing program. So that's incredible. I got to tell you.
If you want to see this, so like, here's where the wax, and if you take a look at it right now, you can see where the wax has removed.
Yeah, well, that's because those are lift points.
Yes, but
Yeah.
you can see that it's bare metal, but it's bare clean metal.
Clean, yeah. And you haven't even come in here every year, right? You only,
About every other year for sure. But in the beginning, you did it with the first product,
yep.
which was the fluid film.
Ah.
And then after that, you had another product, and then you developed this product.
Right.
So you've gone through like,
3 products.
I know, and it's still doing well.
Yeah. So one of the big problems with the Chevys is the factory wax coating that the vehicle comes with. They have all kinds of recalls on there, or hot service advisories, and most of the products on the market today all cause it to fall off, which isn't necessarily a terrible thing, but you want to control kind of a replacement of the new product, not right away. But yours has stayed intact, and our oils have binded with it and become one product. I mean, honestly, like, we're all looking at this and saying the same thing. A 2013 to live its life in New England and still look like this is incredible. And I've already wiped away a few spots in the shiny black metal.
Yeah, that's good.
But this is very satisfying for me. I make money. Yeah, that's great. But honestly, like, this is more satisfying. Because I get into this business because my vehicles were falling apart.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's great. So he just did all your body cavities on your doors.
Okay.
We put silicone on the rubbers so that there's no adverse reaction with the oil, because sometimes it gets swelling. And We use mouse out now. I don't know if you know that. Yeah, we use mouse out. No, that looks great, man.
Does look good.
I'm really satisfied. I'm very happy with the result.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Just like when you figure out, you know, it's $250 a year to keep my truck for an extra 10 or 15 years. What's that worth? Take it in and trade it in, and you'll find out right away.
My son was bringing this Pathfinder to you, and when we went to trade it in at Gorponi, the first thing they did is they put it up on the lift. It was an older one.
Yep.
Put it up on the lift, and the guy looked at it, he goes, it is pristine. He
Right.
says there's no rust on it
Right.
at all. Gave him top dollar for it.
See that?